Hello, family. It is Wednesday, May 17th, 2023, and that means it is Weigh In Wednesday. If you are new here, my name is Jonathan, and I created this channel as a way to record my progress as I work towards my goal of losing 300 pounds. When I started this challenge in November of 2020, I had a starting weight of 519.8 pounds. And I knew I needed to do something about my health. I was suffering from sleep apnea. I had severe swelling around my calves and ankles. I was always tired. And I'm sure I had just a plethora of undiagnosed medical conditions. And at 38 years old, uh, as a father and a husband, I knew that my wife and children deserved better from me. So I started this challenge with two goals in mind. The first goal was to lose more weight and get to a lighter weight than I have ever considered getting to. A lot of times I would set a goal to lose 50 pounds or to get under 300 pounds. And I would reach those goals sometimes, but then I would let up off of the gas. I'd quit doing what I was doing to get to that weight, and I would slowly start to creep back into those bad habits that I used to do. And I realized that I was losing weight and I was getting to a lighter weight, but I wasn't learning how to eat and how to live at a healthy weight or to sustain that healthy weight. And so I thought if I pushed myself to continue to get lighter and lighter to a point where I would absolutely be healthy, being under 300 pounds was healthier than when I started many times, but it didn't make me healthy to be under 300 pounds. I'm not going to reach a healthy body until I get down to a healthy BMI. And so that's why I challenged myself to lose 300 pounds and to get down to 219.8 pounds. The second goal that I put in front of myself was to focus on my health and my well being for longer than I had ever done in the past. Many times in the past, I would set those weight goals and then I would reach them after 4 or 5 months, and then I would go back to my old habits. Or I would have great success, but I wouldn't be able to sustain that success. And I knew that it was because I wasn't creating the habits that were lifelong habits that were going to sustain and stick with me for the rest of my life. So I felt like if I challenged myself to stick to a diet or to focus on my health and well-being for 3 years, that would give me plenty of time to learn and grow and understand the best things that I can do for myself. So with those goals in mind, my challenge began. It hasn't been without difficulty, but so far, through a combination of extended water fasting and in adherence to a whole food, plant-based diet with no added salt, oil, or sugar, I've been able to go from 519.8 pounds down to 265.2, bringing my total weight loss to 254.6 pounds. So I'm right at about 5 pounds away from being half of the weight that I was when I started. And it's going to be amazing when I get to that point. So now, 920 days after starting, it is time for me to hop on the scale and see how I did this past week. $261.4 pounds. That is awesome. That's nearly a 4 pound weight loss. That's at 3.8 pounds lost this week. That is amazing. 261.4. That's awesome. I'm so happy with that. I mean, and still losing pounds after being on this for 928 days is amazing. And really, extremely happy with that result because I had such a busy week since the last weigh-in. And with, having such a busy week, that means I had lots of opportunities to make excuses to go off my diet. On Thursday, I had to travel an hour away to take my daughter to the doctor. Friday, I had a friend's daughter who had a birthday party. On Saturday, we went to a vegan festival, which was 2 hours away from our home. This Sunday was Mother's Day, and that means family gatherings and lots of tempting foods. But even with all of that going on, all those things I had this past week, I was able to stay compliant and stick to my diet. Never once did I feel like I was missing out on anything or I was not part of the event that I was at. And, it's also amazing to me that I was able to lose this weight, or it's continuing to be amazing to me that I'm able to lose this weight without having to do elaborate workouts or go to the gym every day to do cardio. I wasn't lifting weights, but I was more active. Just by losing the weight, I'm able to do things that I would have chosen not to do in the past, or I would have pushed off until later. Like this past week, I push mowed some areas in my yard that I would have just let grow out in the past, or I would have waited till I could, cut it with my riding mower. But I felt good. I'm lighter. I'm able to do those things, and it's great. Also, being more active, I was playing outside with my kids and the dogs. We were walking around at the vegan festival this weekend. So I wasn't at the gym doing half-hour cardio workouts or hour-long weightlifting training. I was just more active in life, and that's amazing because I get to experience these great things and continue to lose weight. The other thing that's amazing to me as well is that I'm not doing any calorie counting. By focusing on calorie density and not calorie count, I am not a slave to the numbers like I had been in the past. If the food I eat has a calorie density, or if the food that's in front of me has a calorie density of less than 600 calories per pound, then it's okay to eat as long as it's not highly processed. But it's hard to have a highly processed food and have it be less than 600 calories per pound. But by following that rule, I'm able to eat until I'm satisfied and I continue to keep my calories in check. And just like I said, I'm amazed at the weight I have been able to lose by eating a whole food plant-based diet. And it's amazing to me that the weight loss is coming off in pounds. I didn't just lose a half a pound this week. I lost 3.8 pounds this week. That's amazing. And it puts me so close to being 260 pounds. I'm 1.4 pounds or 1.5 pounds away from being half of the weight that I was when I started. And that is just going to be amazing. I feel incredible. It's just the idea of having to carry another person, another one of me on my back, just is mind-boggling that I was able to even do anything at 519.8 pounds. So thanks everybody for all of the support. It really helps push me and get me to a point where I can lose this weight. And I really am happy with how things are going so far. And so if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up for that 3.8 pound weight loss. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you get subscribed to the channel. Click on that bell icon so you get alerted when I go live or post new videos. And also, if you haven't started your diet yet, get started right now. There's nothing coming up that's more important than your health and your overall well-being. And there's nobody that reaches their goals and wishes they would have waited. So get started now, guys. We will talk to you later.